Number 10, last one. Live in the present, only visit your past, don't live in it. What happens in the present sets pace for your future. Now let's break this down. Not living in the past. How many times, well, my master once told me this. He said, if the door is 36 inches wide and you're carrying baggage that's 48 inches, can you walk through the door? No. You're carrying baggage from the past. You have to be able to drop the baggage before you walk into the new door. Would you walk into your brand new house with all the trash bags from your old house and then just drop them on your brand new carpet? You would never do that. One of my sayings, your car's windshield is this big and the rearview mirror is this big. There's a reason. When you're driving forward, you're constantly looking forward and only occasionally looking in your rearview mirror to make a lane change. You looked in that split past scientifically as you're going to move to the future that you want. When you talk about when you live in the present, if you're doing positive things in your present, well, your future and your past is going to look good. So let's just break it down very simple. If I ate healthy today and I lifted weights, well, it's going to set me for tomorrow with better energy, clarity, more nutrition, and a better ability to live muscle, make muscle. As we continue this over a course, and they say, well, how was your last 6 months? It's pretty simple. You were eating great food and you were lifting weights. So there's only positive to talk about. What is your future going to look like? Well, if you continue to do the same things, positive things, well, your past is going to look amazing. So you're like, well, what did I do the last 10 years? Well, I built a technology company. I lifted weights. I helped the community. I helped start a charity. I want to impact children. Those children now are doing great things. So what did you do? You set the pace for a better future. Because everything you're doing currently now is going to set you there. So it goes back with all the things we were talking about. If you're spending all your money and you're running up credit cards and it's fucked up, what pace did you set up? You can't get the loan. It's just creating a horrible future. So people are like, what do I do? It's simple. Fucking change your present. Are you presently doing what you did yesterday that didn't get you a positive result? That's a simple math to it. There's nothing to it. If you step on the scale and you weigh fucking 230 pounds and you're 5'5" and you're not a bodybuilder, well, what did you do yesterday? Just look yesterday. What did you do? But don't stay stuck in it like, oh my God, I can't move forward. No. You change what you did yesterday and you say, well, that didn't work. Going to McDonald's 4 times a day didn't give me the result I wanted. So it's simple. Guys, live in the present. What you're doing now, if you're constantly doing something positive every single day, well, you're going to have a fucking hell of a future outcome and you're going to have a hell of a past. That's been my life. I don't have any big stories to say, well, people want me to say, well, yeah, I laid everything on the table and I gambled my whole money and I'm sitting there and if harmonics would have failed, no, that's not what happened. I worked my ass for 7 years in the industry with a great company. I saved all my money. I had my house. I had an amazing savings account. I started my business from my home, out of the garage. I had a network and I had $500,000 saved. There's no risk. I can't bullshit anybody. So when you think about that, every little thing I was doing, I was wanting to better myself every single day. But if you continuously do small things every day to better yourself, those little things become big achievements. But the mentality is, I'm just going to sit on my ass and I'm not going to do anything. This is funny to me. This is the one thing that makes me always laugh the most. And this is young guys, especially. And they're like, Jen, I'm holding up for the job that I deserve. And I'm like, okay. Well, how long have you been holding for it? Well, I'm on 2 years. What are you doing? I'm at home. I'm studying on social media on how I'm going to become rich. And I'm sitting there like, okay, so I do the math and I'm like, let's break this down real quick. So if you would have been making $6 an hour, just say, fuck it, we're going to use those simple mathematics, right? Let's just use $5 an hour to keep it very simple. At 5 days a week, that would have been $25 a week, right? 1 hour. We're just talking 1 hour, just to keep it simple math here. 25. Where would you be at just making $25? Let's just take it and say, you know what? I only made $300 for the fucking year. That's all we're talking about. 1 hour. In 2 years, you had $600. And the guy's, well, you know what? I'm worth more than this, but I didn't consistently do this. And you would have taken the $600, and in March, when Bitcoin was at $4,000, and you would have bought $600 in Bitcoin at that point, where would you be today? It would have 12x'd what you were doing by waiting for the fucking opportunity. My grandfather used to tell me this, and my mom used to tell me this. It's better to make $1 a day than nothing. It's better to put $10 a day than nothing. That consistency, because there's going to be an opportunity that is going to be presented, but you have no money, whether it's the good meal, whether it's taking that girl on a date, or taking that and you don't have the money, so you can't even take her on the date because you decided not to work. This is what I'm talking about. So you have to live every day in a positive state. Who am I hanging around with? Is it a bunch of fucking haters? Is it a bunch of this? Well, how is it going to affect your day? Well, you're going to look at your past and say, shit, I wasted my time. It didn't make any sense. All I had was haters in my life. This is what I'm talking about. This is why it's so important. Or people are poor me. This happened in my past. Look, guys, I want to tell you something. This is a breakthrough. Nobody gives a fuck. Did you know that the average human may think about you 12 seconds? That's it. And they're on to the next thing. That's why they say good press or bad press is all good press. Doesn't matter. People will forget what's the next victim. This is why you don't act emotionally. Like the nearest thing happened, the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock. No one's going to give a shit. I promise you. A month passes, no one's going to think about that. This is exactly what I'm talking about. But yet you're sitting there, what am I going to do? No. Start making good decisions from the bad decision to change your life. It's never too late for anything. There's no saying that says either you make time for your health or your health will make you make time. Look, I'm not saying because you're 100% healthy and nothing can go wrong, but it's better to be prepared for whatever comes at your best health than not. So, same thing with your savings account. Your savings account doesn't have to always be for the rainy day. Why not just have the savings account just for the cushion? This is what I'm talking about. So, at the end of the day, live in the present. Make every moment that you're sitting with a positive thing. These are the 10 rules. Please hit like, subscribe. Tell me if it was positive. Tell me if it's bullshit. It don't matter to me. What I want to continue is to continue more rules of the knowledge that I've gained from when I wrote the 10 rules so that we can take you guys, and I want to break it down simple. My goal is to create programs that break things very simple so that you can achieve greatness in whatever you're doing. And I don't give a fuck. That could be the greatest thing. You're being at Walmart, you're this. Do not let people make you feel some type of way. Be a success story in your own right. It does not matter. I'm telling you right now, I've met the UPS guys who have put a lifetime work and now have the biggest houses. I've met the guys who have worked at the laboratories forever. I'm going to tell you this, and this is a series that's going to come out on my podcast, and I'm going to break it to you. The majority of millionaires are professionals that have everyday jobs. I'm going to give you real statistics. It ain't the fucking bullshit. There's only one Elon Musk. There's only one Zuckerberg. There's even one guy like the general. This is dumb. Get out there and get off your ass and do something today so that your future looks a little bit better.